performance and that many turnovers?
I tell you what, we're a poorly coached team. That was 16 turnovers, leaving our feet, fundamentally not sound. The shot selection, awful. Really disappointed in myself, not being able to get our guys to execute what we wanted. That was a poor. We worked our tails off defensively. I thought we got through screens. The 14-2 second chance points, again, they beat us on the boards there. Those two factors, the turnovers, poor shot selection on the offensive end, and then 14-2 second chance points.
Danny, you talked a lot about how experienced this team is. How do you think that affected this game, having all those guys with all those minutes on that court?
For us or them?
For you.
Well, it didn't help us any. Bam, 5 turnovers, TJ 4, everybody turned it over. So our experience didn't help us. Our shot selection from all the vets, from all our players. So our experience definitely didn't help us. Again, that's my fault for allowing them to take those kind of shots and not execute what we needed to execute to be successful. That's on me. Should have got somebody else in there that would have executed, because half the possessions in the second half, I mean, the careless turnovers in the first half, but the second half, we didn't get enough shots. We just leaving our feet, making plays, throwing it out of bounds when we weren't even running it or trying to execute anything. It wasn't like we were trying to make a play for our teammate or anything like that. We just went off on our own and tried to make something happen, and it sure didn't work. They're too good of a defensive team to try to do those kinds of things.
Is it as simple as they kind of were able to dictate the style and the tone, and your guys weren't quite able to adjust to that?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. We settled for a lot of threes. We were actually 11 for 21 inside. We were over 50%. In a game you shoot at 36%, 24 from 3, and you're over 50%, you might want to throw it inside. You might want to get to the rim a little bit more. They didn't block any shots, didn't have any shot blockers. We got to the rim, missed some easy ones, and we just didn't go.
Like you said, the defense was playing good throughout the game. Why do you think the defensive consistency couldn't spur any offensive momentum, especially to start the second half?
Yeah, I don't know. We created some turnovers, and we got some point off their turnovers. Like I said, I thought defensively we played really hard. We didn't crack back when Nate would go, to help somebody. We weren't picking up his man, and that's where a lot of those rebounds came from. But again, I'm not sure what's got us sped up on the offensive end and why our guys, just didn't make plays for each other. The ball movement was really bad tonight.
Was it the three-point shooting that you weren't happy with, or what was the offensive?
Yeah, we took a lot of quick threes that we didn't need to take, and I think we started the second half 0 for 8, and nobody, everybody standing around, and we weren't getting any offensive rebounds. Usually long shot, long rebound, but we didn't get any of those. So, I thought our shot selection was really poor, and again, I thought the offensive end, just driving and leaving our feet. I can remember right off the top of my head 3 turnovers, which fundamentally, we talk about that every day. You leave your feet, you're going to be in trouble, especially against a good defensive team.
Yeah, I appreciate taking the onus and saying, all right, you could have taken guys out at certain points maybe to instill that. But what door were you going to? Because if defense was there, Mookie's a defensive guy. I don't know if Raheem was available tonight or not, but assume he was, he's struggled offensively. So what door were you going to go to offensively when that was the issue?
Well, I think just making our guys execute what we needed to execute. And whether it's taking timeouts and just making them run something, taking away any freedom that they might have. Because, again, I didn't recognize a lot of the shots we took and the turnovers. No idea, where a lot of those came from. we just lost our composure and our discipline, and then that's on me.
Was it anything about their defense that forced you guys to take?
No, they're a very, very good defensive team. They're physical, and they don't get out of position, and you saw the double teams come in the post. They get off into the ball as well as anybody and make you skip it. And no, they do a lot of good things defensively. They're all tuned in, and they all take care of their assignments.
Biddle had 6 blocks and Bamba had 4 steals. What were those guys doing to make their presence felt on defense?
Well, like I said, Nate cleaned up a lot in there. He did a tremendous job. Like I said, TJ did some good things defensively. Offensively, he didn't. But no, I thought our activity, again, defensively, I thought was pretty good. I mean, you hold them, and they're one of the top 10 offenses in the country, to 33% and 16%, and we got them free throw line too much, and then at the end of the game they got there and hit them. But you hold a team like that, you should put yourself in position. It's just offensively, we just made way too many mistakes.
Coach, they were picking up Jackson from full court. Do you think that slowed down your offense in a certain way?
Yeah, it did a little bit, and we didn't have a very good pace to things. But again, I thought Jackson, for the most part, did a pretty good job of trying to get us into stuff. But again, it wasn't something that all of our guys were in tune with, and the ball was moving the way it should have been moving.
This league's obviously better. Does it open the eyes a little bit of how hard you have to play, possession in, possession out?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we have faced good teams. They are a very good basketball team, ahead of us in the power rankings and ahead of us in all the analytics. So we knew we were going to have to play really well. But again, we had our opportunity and didn't get on the boards hard enough, and obviously turned it over way too many times.
Go for it.
Obviously, it's not the performance you want to give, but what can you say about the atmosphere of the crowd that you guys?
Oh, the crowd was great. No, we don't have any excuses. We just didn't get it done. The crowd was great. The energy in the building was great. We didn't perform. We didn't get it done. But no, the crowd, the students, everybody were great. It was right there for us to take. We didn't handle it very well.